So the next model that I'm going to talk about is what we call the worker cooperative model. And this is quite a different model in the sense that worker cooperatives can occupy businesses in almost any sector that you can imagine. You will tend to see them in smaller enterprises. They do tend to be a lot smaller cooperatives. So, for example, the Gailey Foods Cooperative, the members are about 25 or 26% of all the dairy farmers in Ontario, whereas many worker cooperatives are 4, 5, 6 people. Sometimes, less than 20. So they do tend to be a bit smaller. The primary purpose of a worker cooperative is that it provides employment for its members. So the members that own the enterprise are also the employees of the enterprise. And so it can be more challenging to run because the members occupy different roles in the cooperative. They are the member owners of the enterprise, they are also the employees, and they also, in many cases, most of them sit on the board of directors. And so that's 3 roles that the members occupy in those cooperatives, and so it can really require important communication skills to make sure that it's clear how everybody's interacting with the cooperative. In a worker cooperative, when we say employees, they are employed as though, anybody who has ever had a salaried employment with any sort of agency, this would be the same, where, they are drawing a paycheck based, they're getting a salary from the cooperative. They just also happen to own the enterprise. And so there are all sorts of employment rights that come in around that. And that's sort of a particular legal definition around Ontario's. Many cooperatives will organize themselves like worker cooperatives, but there are particular legal definitions around that in Ontario that are quite specific around, what is considered an employee. But the idea is that, any cooperative where the primary purpose is to provide employment for its members could be considered a worker cooperative. And some of the best examples are, if anybody's ever had Coco Camino chocolate, it is produced by a cooperative called La Siembra, which is based in Ottawa. And La Siembra is a worker cooperative. So the people that produce that chocolate, they purchase it from cooperatives down in Latin America or other places, and then they bring it up here and they produce it and they wholesale it. Another example for those that are more local to Southern Ontario, Sumac Worker Cooperative owns a fair trade coffee company called Planet Bean. So the Planet Bean coffee label is produced by a worker cooperative.